Have you ever grown tired of winter and cold? You stare out the window, it's getting so old, you can't go outside.
Hello everyone, I want to talk to you today about wild garlic. Wild garlic is often confused with wild onion, and for the purpose of this video, you can think of them as the same. But this is wild garlic. It is not a grass, even though it's got long, slender leaves. You actually don't hear people talking about the allium family or the bulb weeds as a category of weeds. You think about weeds as sedges, grassy weeds, broadleaf weeds. But these are bulby weeds, and I want to show you some bulbs. I dug this one up right here, and as you can see here, there's a lot of little bulbs in there. A lot of little bulbs. And this is why wild garlic, see how far below it is below the soil surface? That is why wild garlic can sometimes evade pre-emerges. Is, you know, there's no other weeds in this yard, at least nothing noteworthy. But the reason why these are here is because these bulbs weren't in the pre-emerge layer. And so even though you can see from this yard right here that I visited today also to show that you can see a really clear weed line with where there's weed control and where there's not weed control. If you look hard enough, you'll be able to find wild garlic, wild onion in a lot of Bermuda yards, especially that have picture perfect weed control from a distance. But if you zoom in, you'll probably find one here or there because these bulbs cannot be prevented. So when pre-emerge is applied to a yard to prevent weeds, the question would be, why is it not preventing my wild garlic and my wild onion? And the answer is because, just like you saw with those bulbs, they're deep underground. The pre-emerge layer is really thin and it's at the top, and it works amazingly well up there in the top portion of the soil. But just as you probably know, pre-emerge doesn't prevent all weeds, and wild garlic, wild onion are two of those weeds. And so I just wanted to give a little explanation for that today as to why they escape the pre-emerge program sometimes. It does work really well when you spray. And so if anybody tells you you can't control wild onion, wild garlic, here's video proof that you can. However, just be aware that the results aren't always perfect, and there's a reason for it, and it's not because the application wasn't perfect. So thank you for watching this video. Please like it if you liked it, and we'll see you next time.